Hi everyone! So as you can probably already tell, I am not in my luxurious college apartment today. I am back in beautiful South Florida for winter break. Being back home causes for a lot of nostalgic feelings, especially because my two older brothers and I decided to go through our old childhood closet, and unsurprisingly, it was full of video games. Especially because I grew up with two older brothers, video games have always been a big part of my life. I remember numerous Mario Party nights, many Mario Kart races, and a lot of Super Smash Bros. Tournaments. Going through all this stuff has really got me interested in the evolution of video games, because today, video games are just as popular as film, and so much development and improvement has happened in just over the few decades. So anyway, hey, what? Oh. Okay, well, I guess without further ado, here's a crash course history lesson on video games featuring the contents of my childhood closet. I just need, there it is. Alright, here we go! Before I start, I just want to say a bit of a disclaimer. I will not mention every single video game system, not mentioning handhelds or PC games, partly because this video would be about 3 hours long if I did, and also because some of us are still trying to forget systems like the 3DO and Virtual Boy. Seriously, what is this? So really, the source of at-home video games started with the popularity of arcades. Pong, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and the sweet smell of teenagers avoiding responsibility all in one place. It was beautiful. In 1975, Atari took the arcade game Pong and turned it into something that you could play at home, which really was the start of at-home video game consoles. Keeping on the topic of Atari, I think it's very important to mention the video game crash of 1983, where there was a massive recession in the video game industry. Atari was a bit overconfident when estimating their sales for the Atari 2600, so they produced way more than they could ever sell. They also released the game E.T., which is now regarded as one of the worst video games ever made. So in September of 1983, Atari pulled basically a Breaking Bad and buried between 10 and 20 truckloads of boxes, cartridges, and systems in the New Mexico desert. Casually searching for meth money when... What the fuck? Nintendo then released the Nintendo Entertainment System, aka the NES, and this was a widespread success, so it pretty much put an end to the video game market crisis. NES gave us Legend of Zelda, Duck Hunt, Super Mario Bros., all the classics you'd ever expect to play while holding this iconic controller. Seeing the ultimate success of the NES, Sega followed with the Sega Genesis in 1988. High-definition graphics and 16-bit. Sega's thing was that the Genesis does what Nintendo... I'll just play the commercial. Genesis does. Genesis does. Genesis does. Genesis does. Genesis does. What Nintendo... This system had blast processing, which actually wasn't anything more than an advertising gimmick, but it definitely got people's attention. On the Genesis, you could play games like Sonic the Hedgehog, which had a character that was fast, with attitude, compared to Mario, who was pretty much an old guy just hitting bricks. The Genesis also gave us the bloody version of Mortal Kombat with those epic fatalities. Finish him! 1990, the Super Nintendo. Notable games include Star Fox and the Final Fantasy IV and VI, which in the US was actually 2 and 3, and Super Mario World, the game I blame most of my frustrations in life on. Ugh! Seriously? Are you kidding me? Come on! Sony comes along in 1994 with the PlayStation. Now this was especially big because it was the first successful CD-based console. This allowed for cutscenes, so Metal Gear Solid and Final Fantasy VII took advantage of this and started to blur the lines between video game and film, which just attracted more and more people to the video game industry. And then, in 1996, Nintendo gave us the N64. Now the N64 is the gaming system I remember most when I was a kid. Memories include hiding in the bathroom stalls in GoldenEye while my brothers shot at each other, jumping in pictures over and over again in Super Mario 64 because I thought it was so cool, ruining our control sticks during Mario Party minigames,
and sibling rivalries with Super Smash Bros. That still continue to this day. And many more. It was known as the party system because it came out with such good multiplayer games that you could play with 4 players at once. The new millennium brought the PlayStation 2, which was the first 128-bit system that also doubled as a DVD player, really raising the bar for video games and signaling a new era. 2001 brought the GameCube and the Xbox, 2005 the Xbox 360, 2006 the PlayStation 3 and the Wii, 2012 the Wii U, 2013 the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, and every day new things are coming out. I just think it's incredible that we've gone from blowing in cartridges to where we are now in only a few decades. Still, it's always nice to look back on the past and rock out to this classic. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that wonderful subscribe button to be told when I upload a new video. Stay tuned! I think there's enough time in this video for all the bloopers that I've done. I seriously could not speak this whole entire video. And also, confident in the introduce. Also pretty and the entertainment is to the end millennium era for the video man. Oh